Hi everyone, welcome on board. Today we've got Tony sir with me. Tony sir has been a convener of XAT, one of the, sir, can I call you a paper setter?
Yes, go ahead.
Great. So sir is a XAT convener from 2000, sir, it was 2016 to 2019 for about 3 years,
Yes,
for 3 years.
yes.
Wow, sir, I'm really humbled to have you on board. Sir is also the Vice Chancellor for XIMB, which is now a university, and sir is doing fantabulous job. Sir is an alumna of XLRI. Sir, which batch was that?
1998 batch.
Wow, wow, there's so many. Sir, let's get going. First of all, please throw us more light. What does it goes into setting of a paper of XAT? I've met Mr. Sharma, Mr. Munish Thakur. They're all veterans of being XAT conveners. Gunathan sir and Rahul Shukla sir, Vishwaballa sir. You're the sixth convener I'm meeting. Sir, what goes into the XAT paper?
See, you have to do a lot of homework, number one. And it's a hard work. And it's a group of faculty, a team of faculty who sit together and spend days in and out. For hours, they sit very carefully calculate the logic, reason, and the attitude and aptitude of a student in the question paper, what they set.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
When I set a question, I see the difficulty level of a student. How a student will be able to crack this question. A BTech student, aspiring student for an MBA, how he should be able to solve this problem. How quickly, how reasonably he answers that question. We keep that one in mind.
Great.
Number one.
And
number
also
two,
non-engineers as well, right? BTech, BA, Bachelor of Science, BMS, BCom as well.
Yeah. So keeping the mindset of the students, we set the question paper.
Superb, sir. Great. So moving in forward, decision making. One of the section which students are so much petrified of is decision making. CAT is done. After CAT, they have got nearly 1 month of time. There's a new section which is thrown up to them. They have to start preparing. What goes into the decision making, and how should students prepare for decision making?
Yeah, decision making is a very, very key for a management entrance test, MBA entrance test. Decision making is the one that brings out a student's logical and reasoning ability. Logical and reasoning ability. And it also brings the accuracy of the student's mind, accuracy of the mind. And traditionally, that decision-making section seems to be tough, but it is not the case since it is a what you call a percentile. It is evaluated on percentile. It takes care of the normalization of the entire student's performance. But what is important is your logical ability, reasoning ability that we want to bring out from every candidate who takes this test.
Got it, sir. So what goes into the mind when you are when you're asking question on ethics or maybe how should student prepare for it? Like, is it because there is no books on decision making? And I was talking to Rahul Shukla sir. He sets up. I mean, he's a convener right now, and I teach decision making on YouTube as well. And I was like, it's you versus me. But what should be the mindset up, and how should they prepare? Is the old question papers going through that is a good advice for the students?
It will help. See, if you go through past 5 years question paper, the pattern will be the same. More or less, the pattern will be the same. And the ideology or ideas will be the same.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
Or the reason and logic will be the same. Reason and logic. So it may vary in numbers or the quantum or things like that, it may vary. But then the reason and logic and the accuracy will be the same. We measure on the same. So if you go through last 5 years question paper, you may not get the same question, but you may get the same logic.
True that.
Same logic.
Best way to prepare is that the only source. I keep telling them, sir, go through the old paper and try to understand what is the logic Tony sir must have thought about decision making, or our friends Vishwaballa sir must have thought, or maybe Rahul Shukla and the entire team of people who are in the team of XAT who are preparing it. Great, sir, great. Sir, but I'm going to ask you a tough question. So can I ask you a tough question?
Sure.
Sir, why is that is difficult, sir? It's a genuinely difficult examination, and over a period of time, it's mellowing down, I would say. But sir, way back in 2009-10, when I gave my XAT, oh my goodness, sir. In fact, the verbal section used to be horrendous for all of us. Though I'm an engineer and I'm a verbal teacher myself, but sir, why that is difficult?
See, that is only a perception. That is difficult. And CAT is easy, that is difficult to know. I don't agree that one. But then in both the CAT and XAT, if you take both, the difficulty level seems to be, according to me, is more or less the same. Second thing, we keep up the standard, our XAT standard. XAT standard and quality is different. Because of the quality and the standard, we keep up the same, the logic, reason, and the approach. But in general, yes, to some extent, what the common people's perception is, that is difficult because there is more questions are asked in quant. More questions are asked in quant.
Right.
And we focus more on logic and reasoning. So that may be one of the reasons why the perception is, I'm calling it perception. Perception is, it is very difficult.
Yeah. As Gurunathan
But
sir
in
says,
reality, it is not so.
yeah, Gurunathan sir says it's a manageable exam. Manageable exam. If you study well if you prepared well, you got to be. Rahul Shukla sir was also telling the same thing. Great, sir. Great, sir. They're all going through stress right now. Any parting thoughts which you want to tell them when they are going to enter in the examination? They're all stressed right now. And being an ex-convener, I make it a paper setter. I know it's a group of people, but the paper setter. Any advice to the students? Any parting thoughts to all these 21-year-old who are aiming to get into XLRI, your alma mater, and maybe XIMB as well, where you are at the helm of the ship?
My advice to all the students, those who are preparing for XAT exam or CAT exam, keep cool, be focused, and be sharp. If you are not able to answer anything, if there is a negative scoring, please, if you are not sure, leave it, no problem. You may lose a quarter mark as a half a mark. But the thing is, the negative will impact. But then you work hard the next 4 or 5 days, be focused, do some exercise, and above all, say a prayer and start your exam.
This is so amazing. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining in. I'm humbled to have you on board and spending time with us. Boys and girls, do it on the like button and also drop in your comments. Are you applying for XAT this year? And also,
It's 12 o'clock.
Which are the colleges you're aiming to apply through XAT? Are you applying to XIMB, XLRI Delhi, or there are many other gamut of schemes like they've got Tapni, they've got IMT Ghaziabad. What are the colleges you're applying? And we'll have the discussions or any questions you have regarding XAT. Drop in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer you. Thank you so much for joining in, sir. It was lovely having you on board. Humbled to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.